From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
It is another dry and very sunny afternoon across all of mid-Michigan. In fact, satellite and radar not even showing much in the way of activity off to our west. So we are going to remain under these dry and mostly sunny skies as we go throughout the rest of our Thursday. Temperature-wise, 47 degrees right now in Lansing and Owasso. We're at 48 degrees over in Mason, already in the low 50s in places like Marshall and in Coldwater as well. Our high temperatures will rise into the low 50s across the area today. We have some warmer high temperatures to talk about and the chance for rain as we kick off the weekend. 6 News at Noon starts right now.
WMMS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at Noon.
Thousands of federal workers could be back on the job as soon as today, now that the longest government shutdown in U.S. history is over. It's our top story at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dalen Huff. Kirk has today off. Most recipients could see their food assistance benefits restored within about 24 hours, but transportation officials say air travel may take a few days to return to full service after shutdown-related staffing issues led to flight reductions and causing delays and cancellations. Natalie Brand is here for you with the latest from Washington.
Shutdown-related air travel impacts aren't over quite yet. Airline sources tell CBS News it could take 24 to 48 hours to ramp back up to full service once the FAA lifts its flight reduction at 40 major airports. Still, travelers are breathing a sigh of relief that the weeks-long shutdown is finally over.
It's good that they're back to work. Hopefully things get done.
With everything going back now, so just seeing how things flush out. So we hope all goes well.
More than 670,000 furloughed federal employees are returning to work. 730,000 others worked without pay.
The members that I represent, they are ecstatic. They are happy that the government's open. They can now get back to life. They can get back to business. They can make sure that there's food on the table.
The tens of millions of Americans who rely on federal food assistance should see their full SNAP benefits soon. A USDA spokesperson told CBS News recipients in most states will get their benefits within 24 hours.
That clock started with President Trump's signature on the funding measure late last night, but there's still a fight over Democrats' health care demands, which were not part of the bill.
The Affordable Care Act tax credits expire on December 31st. We have to continue to press our case to compel Republicans to deal with this.
President Trump Wednesday night said he would be willing to work with the other side on health care, but took aim at the Affordable Care Act.
It all includes fixing the health care system that Democrats broke with the disaster known as Obamacare. Obamacare was a disaster from day one.
The Senate deal to end the shutdown included the promise of a vote on health care in early December. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
It's not only recipients that are eager for SNAP benefits to begin again. Some small grocery stores and neighborhood convenience stores are also eager for the U.S. government shutdown to end and for their customers to start receiving federal food aid again. Late last month, the Trump administration froze funding for SNAP benefits that about 42 million Americans used to buy groceries. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says about 74% of the assistance was spent last year at superstores like Walmart and supermarkets like Kroger. Around 14% went into smaller stores that are more accessible to SNAP beneficiaries. A former director of the United Nations World Food Program says SNAP is not only a social safety net for families, but also a local economic engine that supports neighborhood businesses. On the local political front, the Meridian Township Board is hosting its last listening session of the year. It starts at 6 o'clock tonight at the 242 Community Center in Okemos. During these sessions, the board gives a brief overview of current projects, programs, and events before allowing community members to voice their feedback and ask questions. Amazon is out with its list of best books of the year, and this year, the #1 pick was the unanimous choice of the editorial team. The top spot is the novel Buckeye by Patrick Ryan. It's set in a fictional Ohio town and tells the story of two families whose lives were intertwined by one decision.
This has all the makings of a great American novel. It's really one of those books you could hand to anyone, regardless of age or gender, and they will love.
In second place is The Correspondent by Virginia Evans, and at #3 is The Boys in the Light, an extraordinary World War II story of survival, faith, and brotherhood by Nina Wellner.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We had another gorgeous visit from the Northern Lights across mid-Michigan last night, and some perfect viewing conditions for it as well. We had mostly clear conditions across almost the entire state of Michigan, not only allowing for a beautiful picture like we have from Sherry. You can see not only the Northern Lights in the bottom of the screen, but even a couple of stars in the background as well. Melissa capturing this gorgeous picture of the Aurora Pillars over in St. Louis. You can see the sky lighting up in, of course, that vibrant shade of green, followed by some of that pinkish red at the top as well. Chance for Northern Lights, well, it is going to be decreasing as we go throughout the rest of the day, but there is still some good news that we get to talk about with our forecast when it comes to our high temperatures. We are going to be back above average across the area today. Temperatures rising into the low 50s. We have a high of 57 degrees in the forecast for Friday, jumping into the low 60s just in time for the start of the weekend. Enjoy this warm up while you can, because there is going to be a strong cold front making its way through the region Saturday afternoon, kicking off the chance for rain, and then of course dropping our high temperatures right back down below average for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. In the meantime, we have a lot of sunshine to go along with these fairly nice temperatures. Precision Cast is going to keep us dry and mostly sunny as we go throughout the rest of our Thursday. Cloud cover will slightly increase overnight tonight. That'll give way to partly cloudy, mostly sunny skies as we move into the day on Friday. We're holding on to these dry conditions even as we move into the start of our Saturday morning, and then late Saturday morning into the early afternoon hours of the day. That's when that cold front is going to begin to approach the area. Notice a couple of very isolated rain showers will be possible across the region. I do think we'll be really lucky if we even see more than 1/10 of an inch of rain across the region from this system, just because the rain showers are going to be so light and they're not really going to be lasting for long. I do think by the time we get into our Saturday evening, we return right back to those dry conditions. It's only a few hours where we have those rain showers that we'll actually have to dodge in and out of. Outside right now, we have mostly sunny conditions here in Lansing. It is fairly breezy this afternoon. Winds currently 12 miles per hour coming out of the west-northwest. That drops our feels like temperatures down to 42 degrees here in Lansing. A couple of very thin high-level clouds in Jackson. We're at 49 degrees. Peak wind gusts of 20 miles per hour was reported earlier this morning. We're also sitting in the upper 40s over in Hillsdale, and our final stop over in St. John's. Nothing but blue skies and sunshine visible up ahead. Temperatures 46 degrees. Our peak wind gusts 16 miles per hour. We make it up to a high of 50 across the area today. That's just slightly above average for this time of year. Overnight tonight, with that increase in cloud cover, temperatures are only going to cool down into the mid-30s, fairly typical for what we are used to seeing this time of year. Again, we have a high of 57 degrees in the forecast for our Friday. A couple of sprinkles to dodge in and out of just in time for Saturday. That high of 61 degrees going to feel absolutely amazing before yet again we cool right back down to highs in the low 40s and overnight lows in the upper 20s early next week.
Now this weather is my type of weather. Nice, cool, light jacket.
So you got to make sure you enjoy it, because there is an end in sight, unfortunately.
I know, unfortunately. Well, we live in Michigan, so we're used to it.
Yes, we are.
Well, thank you, Kendall. Well, Thanksgiving is almost here, but 6 News is kicking off another holiday tradition this year, and we need your help. We're talking about Remarkable Women, an opportunity to recognize the women of Mid-Michigan who make a difference in their families and for the community. So head to WLNS.com and look for the Remarkable Women icon and tell us about all the remarkable women in your life. We'll pick several women and profile them in March, which is Women's History Month. You have until December 19th to nominate someone.